Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting.
Air One, worship now.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This has been a test of the emergency alert system designed to keep you informed of national, state, and local emergencies. Air One, worship now.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system.
Tonight, clear. This is the National Weather Service office at Greenville, Spartanburg. The preceding signal was a test of weather radio station WXJ-21's public warning system. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers can be automatically activated to warn of an impending hazard. Test of the signal and receiver's performance are normally conducted between 11 a.m. and noon each Wednesday. If there had been a threat of severe weather, the test would have been postponed until the next available good weather day. Reception of this broadcast and the warning alarm will vary at any given location. This variability, normally more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter, can occur even though you are using a good quality receiver in good working order. The warning alarm will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings. For station WXJ-21, broadcasting on a frequency of 162.55 megahertz. The warning alarm will be activated for the following counties in South Carolina: Abbeville, Anderson, Cherokee, Greenville, Greenwood, Lawrence, Dewberry, Oconee, Pickens, Spartanburg, and Union. And in North Carolina, Polk and Rutherford. This concludes the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Tone Alert Test. This is NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Station WNG 706, operating on frequency 162. This is a test of the weather radio's warning device. During potentially dangerous weather situations or other emergencies, specially built receivers are automatically activated to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers are normally conducted by the National Weather Service every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. The test was delayed to Thursday this week because of the threat of severe weather yesterday. Reception of this program and the warning alarm will vary at any given location. The variability becomes more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter. To provide the most consistent warning service possible, the warning alarm will be activated for warnings, selected watches, and other environmental emergencies affecting the following North Carolina counties: Alamance, Alexander, Allegheny, Anson, Bertie, Cabarrus, Caswell, Chatham, Davidson, Davie, Durham, Edgecombe, Forsyth, Franklin, Granville, Greene, Guilford, Halifax, Harnett, Hoke, Iredell, Johnston, Lee, Martin, Montgomery, Moore, Nash, Northampton, Orange, Person, Pitt, Randolph, Richmond, Rockingham, Rowan, Scotland, Stanley, Stokes, Surrey, Union, Vance, Wake, Warren, Wayne, Wilkes, Wilson, and Yadkin. The warning alarm will also be activated for the following counties in South Carolina: Chesterfield and Marlborough, and the following counties in Virginia: Brunswick, Carroll, Grayson, Henry, Mecklenburg, Patrick, and Pittsylvania. This includes the independent cities of Galax, Martinsville, and Danville. Repeating, the National Weather Service has just activated the public warning alarm tone in the test of the Weather Radio's warning alarm system. Low tide. This is NOAA's National Weather Service in Wilmington, North Carolina. The preceding signal was a test of the weather radio station KEC 95 public warning system. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers can be automatically activated by the signal to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of the signal and receiver performance are normally conducted between the hours of 11 and noon each Wednesday. If there is a threat of severe weather, the test will be postponed to the following Wednesday. To provide the most consistent and dependable warning service possible, the warning alarm will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings for the following counties in northeast South Carolina: Dillon, Florence, Georgetown, Horry, Marion, and Williamsburg, and in southeast North Carolina, Brunswick and Columbus. This has been a test of the NOAA Weather Radio public warning alarm system. We now return you to the normal program schedule.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for all of North Dakota beginning at 11:26 a.m. and ending at 12:26 p.m. This is a required weekly test of the North Dakota Emergency Alert System. This concludes the test. No action is necessary. The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for all of Virginia beginning at 11:33 a.m. and ending at 12:33 p.m. A required weekly test has been issued for all Virginia. Tune to your local TV or radio station.
This is Franklin County Emergency Management conducting a required weekly test of the emergency alert system. If this were an actual emergency, this system would bring you important information. The following tones will conclude this test. This is Franklin County Emergency Management conducting a required weekly test of the emergency alert system. If this were an actual emergency, this system would bring you important information. The following tones will conclude this test. This is Franklin County Emergency Management conducting a required weekly test of the emergency alert system. If this were an actual emergency, this system would bring you important information. The following tones will conclude this test.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for all of Michigan beginning at 12:04 p.m. and ending at 1:04 p.m. This is a required weekly test of the emergency alert system, originating from the Michigan State Police State Emergency Operations Center in Lansing. If this had been an actual emergency such as a tornado, toxic material release, nuclear plant incident, widespread phone or power outage, or other state or local emergency that affects your safety, official messages would have followed the alert tone. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
South Lake Road closed until further notice, due to avalanche concerns. Please avoid area.
This is a coordinated monthly test of the emergency alert system through broadcast stations in the greater Portland-Vancouver area, including Clackamas, Columbia, Multnomah and Washington counties in Oregon, and Clark County in Washington. With the cooperation of public safety broadcasters and cable operators, this system informs you of events that pose an immediate threat to your life, health, or property. If this had been an actual emergency, official information would have followed the alert tone. This test was originated by Clark Regional Emergency Services Agency in Vancouver, Washington. This concludes this test message.
This is the National Weather Service in Duluth, Minnesota. We have just activated the public warning alarm tone. This is a test of this weather radio station's public warning alarm system. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated by the signal to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers and this alarm system are normally conducted by the National Weather Service office in Duluth, Minnesota each Wednesday around noon. When there is a threat of or existing severe weather in the area, this test will be postponed until the next available good weather day. The warning alarm will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings for the following areas covered by this weather radio station. In Minnesota, northern Aitkin County, northern Cass County, Itasca County, and west central St. Louis County. This concludes the test of this weather radio station. We now return to our regular program.
This is the required monthly test of the San Luis Obispo County Emergency Alert System. Repeating, this is only a test. This test is coming to you from the San Luis Obispo County Emergency Operations Center. This concludes the required monthly test.
Civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for Serban MN, beginning at 1:49 p.m. and ending at 2:04 p.m. This is a test from Serban Kosher.
The National Weather Service in Chanhassen, Minnesota has just activated the warning alarm. The National Weather Service in Chanhassen, Minnesota has issued the warning alarm on the radio This is Weather Radio. This is Weather Radio Station.
The civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for all of Oregon and Clark, WA, beginning at 2:00 p.m. and ending at 5:00 p.m. This is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test, no action is needed. This is only a test.
This is a test. This is a test of the emergency alert system for Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. In an actual emergency, this system will provide important information for this area. This is a test. This is a test of the emergency alert system for Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. The following tones will conclude this test of the emergency alert system.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
The civil authorities have issued a required monthly test for Lincoln OR, beginning at 2:39 p.m. and ending at 4:39 p.m. This is a coordinated monthly test of the emergency alert system for the communities of Lincoln County, Oregon in cooperation with public safety, broadcasters and cable operators. This system informs you of events that pose an immediate threat to your life, health and property. If this had been an actual emergency, requiring immediate action or evacuation, an official message would follow the attention tones you just heard. This test will conclude in 5 seconds. N/A, monthly test.
This is a required weekly test. This is only a test. Renville County.
This is the Mason County Department of Emergency Management conducting a test of the emergency alert system. In the event of an emergency, this system would bring you important information. The following tones will conclude this test.